Alright, hello. Sauce here. I know I'm a little late to the party with this. I've been busy. Kind of up early. But let's take a look at this developer update. I think I'm gonna start reviewing these. Even though I don't play Dead by Daylight as much as I used to, I still want to. So let's see how this goes. Alright. Killer updates. The Trapper, starting things off with a bang, or rather a snap. Yeah, I see what you did there. We've made a series of small changes to the trapper. Did you know that the number of bear traps? Yep, is random. That's right. Yep, yep, yep. Forget about it. No longer how it works. That's nice. Consistency. 6 traps. That's great. Traps you load to carry. Okay. So you can still bring more traps based off your back. Alright. So having more traps is great and all, but it would be nice to carry more than one add-on. Yes. We sure think so. Yeah, yeah. You sure thought so. It just took you like since the beginning of the game, you know. But yeah, you sure think so. I'm just saltily reviewing this. I'm not very caring. So 2 traps by default. Oh my gosh. 2 traps by default? Where did they come up with this? The whole community said this should happen. I do wonder what the Trapper's Bag add-on will be. Finally, at such a we've done pass on to at least use the add-ons and increase the effects, remove the downsides, or get down a new effect entirely, like Trapper Bag. Alright, so 2 examples. Tension springs. A, a high tension spring that snaps away and wait, what snaps back into place after being stretched. A bear trap resets 2 seconds. Oh, okay, so it's like the resetting add-ons, but if they escape it. Okay. Trapper sack. A crude leather sack suitable for forging. All bear traps are carried at the beginning of the trial instead of spawning on the map. Bear traps cannot be picked up. Ooh, okay. So, initial thoughts, right? This could change. This is just an idea. And of course, I haven't seen it practice. But honestly, these 2 add-ons don't seem that great. Especially for purples. The current iridescent basically does this, except not as fast, but it will do this. So I wonder if they change the iridescent and give it no effect. Otherwise, I feel like this is just not it. As for this just seems like it's gonna encourage camping. Sorry, touch my mic. This just seems like it will encourage camping because, alright, so when you play Trapper at a higher level, what happens is survivors start to memorize where you place your traps. If it's a swift, they'll call it out and they'll avoid it completely. So not picking up a trap is really, really bad. Carrying all at the beginning is really nice. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna have like what, 8 traps minimum. I imagine it would combo with ones that give you more traps at the start. Uh, but I think this is just gonna be Basement Trapper add-on, honestly. In a normal game, I can't see this being used at a higher level, like higher MMR, just because Swifts will start calling out solo queues with good game sense, and they'll never re-step on the trap. It's just nothing. It's just something that doesn't happen too often, unless you have like a super well-hidden trap and they don't think about it. But that's initial impressions. All right, spirit buffs. I'm kidding. Spirit nurse. Sarah's been strong kills since release. Make some changes to increase her skill ceiling. That's nice. I was also giving Sarah's encounter, but that's nice. When it comes to Spirit's Husk, the survivors will not receive indication of Spirit's face walking. Yep, that was annoying. Tended to beast. It often feel that way. The lack of feedback forces you to make a guess. Yeah, it's just a not mind game. It's just a guess. And once you got really good, it was not even that. Any survivors within 24 meters, so that's decent. Will now hear a directional phase. So okay, this lets you know whether or not she's phasing. Also gives you a rough idea. So it was like that one time Spirit had that audio glitch where you could tell where she was breathing, I believe. So they just made it a feature now. Is that what they did? You said footsteps will now kick up dust while she's phasing? Keen survives, but tall grass and other obstacles may make it difficult. Okay, what do they mean by keen? The game, I don't know if they'll actually mean keen or if it'll be like it'll take you a while to get used to it. I mean, I guess that would just make you more effective against it, like more consistent, I assume, instead of just listening to sound. Spirit against spirit and and coin flips to make less add-ons more appealing, like the tramper sound changes and small tweaks. All right, let's see examples. I can't read these names. The scabbard of an ancestral blade, once crafted for the Yamoka family. During Yamoka's haunting, use the activate ability button to return the husk and end the haunting. That seems fun. It seems fun. Seems like you can do a mind game, especially now you can kind of influence with since they can see where you are. Yeah, I can see that being a pretty fun add-on. But we have to be a close range one. You're not going to use this far range, most likely. 10 sparklers, the light up, summer nights display. When Yamoka's haunting ends, the spirit's husk explodes. Any vault locations in 4 meters are blocked for 5 seconds. Yeah. That's another close range one. I feel like you're only going to use it when you're teleporting close. The thing that I think gets me for that one is it's when it ends the haunt. So when you're teleporting. So you kind of have to just like burn the time. And if it's easier to tell where the spirit is, I think it could be obvious that doing that if the spirit sound never changes, you're really, oh, she's waiting for a husk thing. And there's vault locations, so I assume that means you can still drop a pallet. Hmm, I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't seem too good. It's not gonna combo with duration add-ons, but just initial thoughts. Right, killer add-ons update. What does moderate? Oh my god, they're doing it. How much is tremendously compared to considerably? If you found this situation, you're not alone. You're really not alone. We think simple, but they end up causing just much as they could end up causing more confusion. Because considerable in one instance could mean 1 second, and then another could mean 10. Alright, since it's not immediately clear how much they're doing. With this in mind, we have done a pass on all killer add-ons to their exact effect. We plan to extend this to the rest of the game. Item per. Yes! Okay, that's a nice change. I love that. Top of that, killer add-ons that apply a status effect will have a brief description of what the status effect does. With our designers, we're going through hundreds of killer add-ons. They noted down a few changes as well. There are too many lists here, but we'll change some add-ons for the following killers. They could have just put every killer on the list. Would have been simple. So these are killer add-ons that could change. Hillbilly needs such changes. His add-ons went from some cracked ones to now they're all meh. There's not really good Hillbilly add-ons anymore. Nurse, I don't play Nurse. I don't have an opinion on it. The shape, honestly, I don't think any of his add-ons are bad or too good. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't think most of them were too good. So yeah, I guess the ones that are really good, get rid of them. Like the insta kills. Sorry, my brain didn't remember the insta kills. I forgot. That is the thing. Yeah, the insta kills are awful. The hag. For me, I think they need to buff the two weird ones that don't keep teleporting. Yeah. All right. Also, I'm forgetting the name. Hag's not secondary, and I still forget the name. The one that makes the hag traps completely silent. Yep. Just axe it. The Wraith. The Wraith? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, some of them can be too powerful for the Wraith. Some too weak. Alright, yeah, I like this list so far. Too weak, too powerful. Yep. Ghostface, Pig, and Blight. Does Blight have two powerful ones? The only one I know is the Compound 22, I believe. I might have said the wrong number. Anyways, moving on. I think this is nice. I like that. Variety is a spice of life, and incidentally, Dead by Daylight matches too. I'm effective Martian. Are there? Yeah. Variety and Dead by Daylight perks. Uh-huh. But then a huge list of perks. This just looks like the regular amount. Don't they usually do like six, three for survivors, three for killer? Anyways, without further ado, let's run through some of. Oh, okay, so some. That's the keyword. All right. So there'll probably be more. Nice and simple. We're increasing the recovery from 10 to blah blah blah. Basically 10 more. Retro now increase the recovery rate of broken. Okay, where applicable. In short, must to its vigil. I don't really remember what vigil was, so hey, good change, I think. Babysitter, another small tweak. The rescue child will now see a speed boost. Alright. How much of a speed boost? I'm gonna assume haste speed, so in addition to not. That's not a small change. Speed boost, haste, fine. I'm gonna be honest. I really hope they don't keep going this direction. There are a few perks that are coming out that remove scratch marks and pulls the blood. As playing against them, it's really, really frustrating and just not fun. I don't think this is a great effect to be giving out, like just randomly giving out. I really don't. So I really hope they don't keep going this direction. I feel like that might be over how much it should be. Alright, the Orrean duration has been doubled. Okay. For the people I think was fine before. I mean I still used it. I know a lot of people used it, but I mean I guess it'll be used more. It was not much. Yeah, that's a fine change. I don't know if I'd go full 30. But hey, I guess we'll see. Florida people, I feel like was still used quite a bit by people who want to have fun. That's so 30 seconds. That's a pretty good buff. Mixed with the vigil change, it seems like, will get rid of broken faster. Hmm. You might be able to abuse Florida people now. Guess we'll see. All right. Actually, can we do math for it? Okay. Is this gonna combine with? So I don't know. So this individual now increase their recovery of So does that mean that you'll recover from broken faster? So 30% on top of 60 seconds? I don't know if that's what that means. How much faster is that? Just get out my phone calculator to look it up. Point 0.3. That's not right. That is right. So could it? So if it is 30 seconds for that, that would be 18 seconds faster. So 60 seconds to broken. That's if that combos the way I think it is, that's pretty strong. I don't know. You'd be basically having this time. Porta people was already used a little bit, so having the time, that's really strong. But anyways, maybe, I don't know. You're using two perks for what might just be a gimmick. It might be gimmicky, honestly. Alright, Hex Retribution. Previously, Retribution would only make targets oblivious if they cleanse a double totem. I'm not going to any totem will make them oblivious. Oh my god. Additionally, increase the Orion duration once to 15 seconds. I believe it was 10 before. Yeah, 15's fine. 10 was kind of short. 15 would be nice. Obliviousness to everyone, I mean, okay. That's not the big key point. I think 15 seconds is good. Blood Favor. This perk shipped with a very safe condition. Very, very safe. So it didn't get out of control. Alright. Upon reflection, to feel comfortable with removing some of these restrictions, Hex Blood Trade will no longer have a cooldown. Nice. And will also activate upon special attacks. Okay, my immediate thought is Infinite Chainsaw Bubba, because he usually runs around just, killing people. He'll block off pallets. I think this might combo with Infinite Chainsaw Bubba nicely. And I use nice in like a effective way. I don't know if people will like that. Alright, just like above, we added special attacks to Hex Third Seal as a Legion. Sorry. Third Seal is a perk I've always wanted to use with Legion just to make people blind. I used a brown add-on for that. I kind of like that. Alright. Third Seal with Boon Tooth. Okay, so we'll now work with those, I guess. Item and Killer Kill Switch. Last but not least, let's talk about the game health feature. The item but characters door cosmetics and 200 perks and 100 more add-ons offering. Sometimes, sometimes. Okay. Rarely things will break in a way that make them exploitable. Yeah, we can't tell if they break if they're a feature or not. But okay, anyways. I don't like the phrasing of rarely. I feel like I can name quite a lot of times this has happened, but anyways. Yeah, spoil that that can make the next week or two before fix. I really shouldn't be focusing on but a week or two. Do they not know how long it takes for them to update a game? Anyways, enter the kill switch. Actually, a lot nicer than it sounds. Oh my god, the kill switch allows us to disable anything that's causing an issue without needing an update. Honestly, I thought they already had that. When something breaks and before we open switch, there's something we would be able. Oh, okay, yeah, because they do with maps. All right, I didn't know that. Didn't have that. Characters clearly marked and cannot be selected. Breaks, people start to abuse it. You know, again, it's like a month. All right, I think that's a good change. The kill switch, something's exploitable. You know, won't be exploitable. Overall, there's only part one too. I think this so far looks pretty good. I don't know about these two. I think these are bad. I'm calling it now. I think this one's going to be used for Basement Trapper, and I think this one's going to be used never. The iridescent one stays. And even then, without the iridescent as a factor, this is just kind of weird. It's the same reason I think not picking up traps is bad, because they probably won't step in it again. You'll be lucky if they do, maybe once every 2 games. Spirit changes, Spirit. They didn't buff Spirit or nerf Trapper in a way, which I find interesting. Mainly the nerf Trapper in a way. Maybe they'll nerf his add-ons. Because usually when the devs buff something, they nerf something weird, like how they nerfed the Wraith when they buffed him, and it was kind of weird. It made him a little weird to play. And I thought the inverse would be true, because what they said is when they change characters, they want to change something else to compensate for it. So I do find it weird how that doesn't apply to nerfs also. They just seem to be straight up nerfing. I know I'm saying this about Spirit, a really unpopular killer, but just using the devs like logic and how they feel about buffs, I thought this would also apply to nerfs. So either they changed it up, there's gonna be more changes later, or it just applies to buffs for some reason. As for this, the add-on changes, great, love it. Changing old add-ons, great. Something that hasn't been changed in a long time. Finally gonna be specific, love it. Perk updates. Um, I think no scratch marks or pools of blood is stupid. I'm wondering about for the people on Vigil combo. Thinking about it more. I think it'll be a little gimmicky. I don't think it'll be broken. Third seal, I'm gonna throw that on Legion. I'll test out Blood Favor again. That perk was always disappointing. Retribution, I love Retribution. I use Retribution a lot. I love it. Especially with Haunted Ground, so that's just a buff. And throughout the hunt, I don't know. Boom. Oops. Kill switch, I think, is also a great change. If I had to rate this out of 10 so far, I think this is like a good 8.5 out of 10. I have some small issues, but overall, from what we see right now, 8.5 out of 10. Maybe 9 out of 10, you know? Like, yeah. And this looks fine. But anyways, that's everything. Thank you so much. If you have any thoughts about this update, please say them. Or if I missed anything or misunderstood anything, please clarify. And yeah, that's everything. Later.